Good morning, everyone. We're coming to you live from Recon 2017 in Las Vegas, Nevada. I'm Alana Leffler. I lead our retail marketing for North America. And with me this morning is WayneRose, Senior Managing Director and National Property Tax Group Lead for Cushman & Wakefield. Good morning, Wayne.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing great this
Good.
morning.
Good.
After a fabulous first day.
It was a great day yesterday. I really enjoyed it. It was a great day. We had a party last night. It was fantastic.
Yeah.
And everything's been great. I love coming out to this venue every year. I mean, where else can we come and see so many of our clients and our potential clients to hear what's going on with trends in the real estate? It's a fantastic place for us to come out and see what's going on with the retail world. I thought it was great that Cushman brought out John Morris, our industrial leader this year, because really we're starting to see that marriage of retail and industrial coming together. So for Cushman to put those services together to really help our clients and help them throughout the change. You know, we all know that retail is changing a little bit. So to get through that change and provide those services to our clients, I think is key and paramount.
Absolutely, and they just had their industrial conference in your backyard.
Yeah, the industrial conference was just last week. It was a great conference. It's the first time I actually went to the industrial conference with Cushman. Great show, lots of great attendance. Duke, Prologis, all the key players in industrial were there as well.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
I'm glad you were able to get out there and experience that.
Back-to-back conferences are good.
Yeah, well, they're intense, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So tell me, tell us all, what does a property tax group at Cushman & Wakefield provide? What do they do?
Sure, absolutely. So our property tax group, essentially what we do, everybody pays taxes, right? You have to pay your property taxes. It's all based on value. So essentially the big thing that what our group does is to make sure that nobody's paying more than their fair share. So we work with the property owners, portfolio owners to ensure that those values are where they need to be. But you know, really beyond just, everybody knows property tax appeals. That's what a lot of people think of when you talk property tax. You're going to go in, you're going to go work with the assessor to get the assessments down to lower your taxes. But really there's so much more to it. We like to try to take a holistic approach to property tax so that we can really manage with the client and work alongside with the client through the entire process. So not just the appeals, but we also want to be able to help manage the property taxes. There's a lot of bills that need to be paid. There's a lot of responses to the county that you have to do. So we work with them throughout that entire process, and we really want to take a proactive process with them. So they're not always just reacting when they get a bill that says, "Oh my gosh, that's too big." Let's work ahead of time and work through that.
Right. So what does that process look like for your clients? How do you get started with them, and how do they move forward?
Sure, yeah, getting started with us is actually really easy. I mean, when we're looking at a portfolio of properties, if we get some general information on that portfolio, or even if it's a one-off property for a client, what we want to do is just look at some general operating statistics of that property or the portfolio. You know, how's the occupancy? How's your NOI? Do you have tenants that are struggling? Where are you struggling? And then once we have that information, our team takes that and we can really dig into it and understand what's going on. You know, we're really uniquely positioned here at Cushman & Wakefield to work alongside of some of the best and brightest in the real estate field. So, you know, like people like Rick Patella, you know, who does all the mall valuation work. So we work alongside of his team quite a bit because we can marry our services together, if you will, to really deliver the best-in-class service to our clients. So you really got to dig in and understand, you know, how's that property doing against its competitive set, or why is it struggling against its competitive set, or why is it struggling in that one sub-market? And so to be able to have the knowledge that Cushman & Wakefield can provide to all of our clients on a real estate basis really provides a unique advantage for us.
Well, it's great that you guys are collaborating in that way. I know that's something unique that we really push and really try to provide for our clients at our company.
Sure.
And so I know you guys have a proprietary software that you use to do all this work for them. Do you want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, thanks for asking. The software is great. So it's a web-based software. It's client-facing, and it really the software is the primary driver for our processing team. So one of the things that we do when we work with clients is on the management side of the property tax, you want to make sure your bills are getting paid. Like I said earlier, getting everything, you know, taken care of and getting things responded to. So we have a web-based software that the clients can use. We use it internally as well, and they can go to that software and they can look whether it's portfolio, property, or even down to an individual parcel, and they can see what's my property taxes there. You know, where in my portfolio am I paying the highest amount of property tax? You where's the most expensive for me to do business. So they can really look at all of that information. It's right at their fingertips, whether it's from an executive level right down to an asset manager or a property manager. They can get all that information right there. It's also got some really good functional tools. So we have like email alerts. The last thing anybody wants is another piece of paper coming across your desk. So if you have to pay a property tax bill, we'll email it to you. You get an alert, and it's 30 days ahead. Hey, this bill's coming due. Or if they want to run reports, obviously, especially in the retailers, right? You are always going to have these chargebacks to your tenants, stripping that tenants. So we've created custom reports with some of our clients where they can export the data right out of our system. It goes into their models when they bill back to their tenants, and it creates some great efficiencies for our clients.
Wow. Well, it sounds like this is very instrumental to what you do, and it's a value add to the clients, and you can provide that. So you're a national team.
Yep.
So how do we measure up? How does our group measure up against the competition or others in the market?
Yeah, well, we've got a pretty robust team. So our team covers nationally, and actually, I'd be remiss to say we're actually international. So I may head up the group here nationally in the Americas, but we've also got a team over in the UK. So there's not any other firm that can say we truly have an international presence when it comes to property tax, or ratings as it's called in the UK. So that gives us a really good advantage. And then as far as how we stack up against our competition, we've got a really unique position here. Because the way I like to look at it is we're real estate people first. There's other property tax firms that do just property tax, and they have to rely on whatever public data they may be able to get their hands on. But here we have people that know and love real estate. They're into it. They know the nuances. They know the nuances of the submarkets, and we can talk that lingo. And so much of what we do when we work with assessors is helping to educate them and understand the story of a property, if you will. So by having that knowledge, we can really go in and get the best results for our clients.
Wow, that's terrific. It sounds like you have a great group, very knowledgeable, and geographically diverse.
Yeah.
And well, thank you so much, Wayne,
absolutely.
for being with me this morning. And thank you guys for tuning in. Stay tuned for a few more interviews we have today planned. And I hope the second day of deal making goes well for you.
It will. I know it will. It's always a great show. Glad to be here.
Great.
All right. Thanks so much.
Thanks.